Hi everybody. I am going to do something a little bit different for Chapter 8. All of you have books that were delivered to your schools, hopefully, and if you don't, that's okay. Don't worry about Chapter 8. It is about using, Chapter 8 is about using doubles, and I will load the documents into Edmodo, and you'll be able to look through those documents, and that'll be fine. What I did is I saw a webinar day before yesterday that I thought was too good not to share some of the information with you. So what I want to do is I want to show you what I have for you. I'm sorry. Let me get here. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. There we go. We're going to do something instead of doing Chapter 8. Okay, this is Dr. Nikki. Dr. Nikki has a blog, and her blog is guidedmath.wordpress.com, and this is a blog I will be following from now on. She has she did a webinar, and her webinar she quoted Susan O'Connell, and I figure if there is someone who is promoting the book that we have been doing this whole workshop on, then this is somebody that I would definitely want to listen to. So she talked about Susan O'Connell and the good work that Susan has done and the books that she has written. And then I went in and I looked through Dr. Nikki's blog. I looked through some of the history that she's done. I've looked through some of the work that she's done, and she has done some fantastic work. So what I did is I put together, and my screen is not showing that these are, I'm going to do it this way instead. All of these sites that you see over here are all web pages that you can go to for resources for math. And then there is an additional one, and I'm going to post this to Edmodo as soon as I get done recording. Now, if there's a problem with me posting this recording again, then I'm going to go ahead and type all this out so that you'll have the transcript. I am hoping it doesn't give us a problem with the recording. I will post this. It's a very short 4-slide PowerPoint. Each of those websites are valuable resources that she quoted during the webinar that I attended. The webinar was an hour long, and it was the most valuable hour I have spent in the last month, I can honestly tell you. She talked about guided math groups. And during that hour, she talked about the 4 math stations that should be set up in a guided math class. And there should be a fluency station, a word problem station, a digital workstation, and the math vocabulary and journaling that should be going on, and how that should be set up. If you go to her blog post, you'll see that there's a link to her webinar. So if you can still watch it, that's fantastic. If not, email me if you want to know more about that. I know it is a lot to take in at one time. These resources are fun to go to, and what I was going to do is post something from each of the resources, and what I want to do now is show you a couple of the resources, like this one right here. When you go in to one of the places, it shows you all of these different things that you can do with the number ladder. You can go to the number alphabet strips, and you know, it shows you all of the different things that you can do when you go to these different sites. Let me pick a different site that from the PowerPoint. Hang on, let me get this one right here, mathplay.com. So when you go to mathplay.com, it shows you which grade level. Let's say we're going to be in a 2nd grade math game, and you have a digital center set up in your classroom. You can decide which of the grade levels you want to have playing where, and then you choose which game you want them to go to, the math vocabulary game and then it gives them the directions, uses some of the following second grade math vocabulary words, and then it shows them, gives them the directions, and then you go over here. And how many math vocabulary games are there out there? I don't have a whole lot of them. A collection of information. So then they have, it times them out. You know, how much time do you have there? A collection of information. That wasn't a tally, it was a data. Okay, so, and it goes through each of those, and then it will give you information on the kids' on how they do. So all of these different resources in this PowerPoint, each one of those has different things that you would be able to do in different centers in your classroom. So let's take this one and put it in and see exactly what it does. GraniteSchools.org was one that she talked about and that she uses a lot of. Now that one I'm going to take off the list because it's not one that is easy to get to. Okay, so I know that now. All right, so what I'm going to do is, you see the Edmodo here, I'm going to upload that PowerPoint, and I'm going to make sure that the list is very concise on what is easy to get to and what is not easy to get to. And please use these resources as you see fit. I'm not going to ask you to post anything for Chapter 8. I am going to thank you so much for being a part of this professional development with me and being so patient in working with me and everything that we've been doing together. I have completely and totally enjoyed working with all of you. If there is anyone that is watching this that has not posted to one of the chapters, I need you to go back and make sure you post to the chapter. I have kept a tally sheet of everybody's name and who has done and who has not, so I can turn that in to Michelle Halley. And this is what we're doing for the final chapter. I am giving you resources that you'll be able to use so that you don't have to do an activity with them. All you have to do is post whether or not you think you would be able to use the resources that I'm giving you. Okay? Make one final post about the resources, and that's going to be what you do for the last assignment. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me for this professional development. I hope that you will recommend it for someone else when it comes up in the catalog again. I'm not going to be doing it this next session, but I will be offering it again because I want to work out all of the technical kinks before I offer it again. I want to get all of the videos uploaded and make sure they're working properly before I offer this again. Okay? Thank you again for all of your patience and all of your questions and everything else that you've put into this. You guys have worked really hard, and I wonderfully enjoyed working with everybody. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.